Hello. I am back. Welcome to the first episode ever of Love and Deep Talk. I'm very excited. Yay! Also, again, apologies for any rain or thunder because I always pick the best times to record. It's just, this weird, sixth sense that I have is to record whenever conditions are not optimal. Anyway, welcome to episode 1. I am titling it Meet Cute because I think that is adorable. And it is a kind of okay, I learned it from The Holiday, so I guess it's like a little movie term. But a meet cute is a scene in romantic fiction in which two people meet for the first time, typically under unusual, humorous, or cute circumstances. And they go on to form a romantic couple. And me meeting LoveandDeepspace is certainly unusual and humorous. So I think that this little title is super apt. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about how I got into LoveandDeepspace as the first episode, because I thought that would be really cute and really fun. And I love hearing how other people got into the game, because I know my story is kind of silly. And yeah, I'm just curious about other people's stories. For example, I have a friend who, okay, to be honest, a lot of my friends got into it because of me. However, I do have one friend where TikTok was kind of the final nail in the coffin. So I'm only partially to blame. And I feel like if she hears this podcast, she would just stare at me and be like, no, I'm going to give you full blame. And I think she said that to me one time, actually. But yeah, anyway, so like I said, I like to hear kind of how other people have found the game, whether it was TikTok or another friend, or it was advertised to them. So it's it's really funny, actually. So my story is basically, the game was advertised to me for a while on Instagram. So as I'm kind of going through my feed, and listen, my Instagram feed is just K-pop, 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 K-pop. And then maybe one or two artists, maybe a meme or something, and then K-pop, K-pop, K-pop. So they really knew who to target this game to. But anyway, so I am just kind of going through Instagram, and this ad comes up. And it is Heartstring Symphony Xavier. And I look at this advertisement and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Especially because I'm like, what is this game? I had never heard about it before. I believe the game was in oh my gosh, production or something for 3 years maybe. I looked it up before. Do I remember? No. I don't, simply. But it has changed since then, though. I remember seeing going back retroactively and then looking at pictures and stuff for the game, and I was like, whoa, you all look so different. It's you can see where they were going and kind of where they ended up, but at the same time I'm like, wait a minute. Anyway. So I literally didn't know anything about the game. It's not I knew about it being created or anything like that. The first time I heard about this game was from this advertisement. And it's playing the Kindled of Heartstring Symphony. I was like, what is this game? This man is half naked, but it also does look like Square Enix graphics, so I'm intrigued, right? So initially, I was like, wow, these graphics are stunning. It's giving me Square Enix, right? For anyone who plays Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, they spare no expense. So, initially I was just like, ooh, dang, that looks really nice, right? But then I'm also like, but what are we doing here? What's going on? So, I decide to just kind of I decided to take a screenshot and send it to my one friend who kind of right now, casually, intakes LoveandDeepspace through maybe sometimes gets some reels or TikToks or whatever, but mostly knows about it because of me. And they're fine with that because they're just like, if I get into this game, it's going to be a rabbit hole for me. I just know it. And I'm like, that's so fair. Because I am down deep into the rabbit hole. So, I messaged her. I took a screenshot of this. I messaged her and I literally text, I'm like, what is Instagram trying to say about me? Like, Instagram is just like, girl, oh my God. you like, I don't know. What is it trying to say? Is it trying to say I need a boyfriend? Is it trying to say you ain't ever gonna get a boyfriend? So here's this. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. So I messaged her that and I'm like, what is this app trying to say about me? Like, but I also was like, they are advertising to the correct person, so they do know what they're doing. But I didn't download the game, right? So I kind of just like like going about my life, you know, like whatever. I was I think I had already graduated college at that point, but less because oh my God, it would have been over for me if I was in college and playing this at the same time. No. Literally all of my like writing assignments would just be about this game. Oh my God. So anyway, so I'm just working at this point, where I had like already worked at throughout college, and I literally, I'm just going about my life, and then I'm on Instagram again, and they advertise this to me again, but this time, and it's always Xavier. It's always Xavier. I wonder what would have happened if they advertised Raphael to me. Oh my. But anyway, so it's always Xavier, and it's Fluffy Trap. I was like, why is this man in bunny ears? But I kind of like it. But why is he in bunny ears? What's happening? And then I send her another screenshot. I still have those screenshots on my phone somewhere, buried very, very deep in the Love and Deepspace fan art that I save. But and all the K-pop pictures. But I'm not ashamed. But oh my God, like I still have those screenshots buried deep into the photo gallery. And I send another message to my friend, and I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, listen, okay, they convinced me. It only took 2 tries. I'm weak. So like, I'm like, they convinced me. Fine, I'm downloading the game, right? So I do download the game like initially onto my phone, because you know, you download the app, and then once you get in there, then you gotta install all those files. Oh my God, it took like 15 minutes. So I downloaded the game. I forget when I actually downloaded the game, but I think it was maybe like mid-January or something is when it actually like hit my phone, right? But I didn't start playing it until the last few days of April. What's really funny is I believe it was a leap year. So I actually started playing it on February 29th. So when my 1-year anniversary came up, I was like, am I just not gonna get that? Anyway, what a time to choose to play. So yeah, so it just lingered on my phone for a while because I kind of just forgot about it. I was so busy. Like, I had just graduated. I had been out of school for my bachelor's degree for about like a month and a half at that point. Like when I actually downloaded the game onto my phone, not the full game, just that. But yeah, so I was just so busy. I was applying to a ton of jobs, which is like the worst experience ever. And I was just so busy. So it really completely left my mind. Like, I was not thinking, oh, I downloaded this game, I should play this game. You know, adult life just happens like that, unfortunately. Oh my God, the amount of Steam games that I have on my computer, the amount of unread books that I have right now, it's atrocious. So, so guess what happens? I get COVID. It's crazy. Like, I literally, and I woke up like one day and I was like, I don't feel awful, but I definitely feel sick. And then I was like, let me just take a COVID test. So at work, I was wearing like a mask and stuff like that because initially I just thought it was a cold. Because at this point, I have all my vaccinations. So I was like, maybe it's just a cold. I'm hoping it's just a cold. Or like semi-flu or something. No, it was COVID. And I was so upset because I know exactly how I got it. And this person knew that they had COVID, but did not care. Like, at all. They just, like, paraded around everywhere and was, like, totally cool with getting everyone sick. So, hate that. So I was pretty upset, initially because I was going to be missing out on, like, a ton of money because where I worked, I did not get PTO. So that was not a fun experience. And then I was kind of like, okay, so, like, I can't do anything about this. I am going to have to take, like, a week to a week and a half, depending on when my test comes back negative. So about a week to a week and a half off of work, which is a huge financial hit. Not fun. So I had to kind of find a way to, like, turn my mentality around on it because I was extremely upset, right? And initially, I was just like, okay, I never get a break. This is probably just my body, you know, getting sick because for the past 5 years, I have been working for the first 3 years of school. When I went for my associates part-time, it's like I was mostly part-time, but then also full-time, and then school part-time for the most part. But then when I went for my bachelor's, I was work and school completely full-time. So I was like, I didn't get any breaks. I never had a day off. Every day was either work or school or both. So I was like, this is probably just my body just being like, I need a break and you are going to give that to me. So I was like, okay, at least I don't have the type of COVID like I did before when I first got it, before the vaccinations, any of the vaccinations came out. Where I was like, at least I'm not in serious fatigue or like bone pain, because that was the worst kind of like muscular pain I have ever had. It was really rough. So I was like, at least I'm not there. I'm still relatively energetic. It completely messed up my sleep schedule, so I would be up until like 5 a.m. Oh, hello. Sorry, there might be a little visitor. I forgot to mention in episode 0 that we might have a little kitty cat visitor. One of my own little kitty cards cat. And he is very talkative, so I'm sorry for the interruption. And I'm trying to coax him on my chair, and he will not come up on my chair. Come on. Nope, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh my god, I might have to pick him up. I apologize. Nope, he's just by my feet. So anyway, back to the story. Because you so rudely interrupted me. But, yeah, so basically, I was kind of like, okay, you know what? Maybe I could just take this time to, like, maybe read if I have enough energy, or, like, journal, or catch up on, like, movies or shows, like, you know, stuff like that. So I was like, let's just take the good with the bad. And what was funny is throughout that process, one of the days, I don't know which day, whatever February 29th was, but so one of the days I was like, I really want to play a video game. However, I do not have the energy to sit down at my computer chair and play a PC game. I was like, I need to play something where I can just lay in bed. And I did not have like a gaming laptop at this time. I had my laptop and like it could run a few games, but mostly like Stardew Valley. And I drop off of farming simulators pretty quickly. I need a story in a game to keep me engaged or else it's over. Either that or I have to play those types of games with friends or else it's over. So, oh my gosh, he's just lying on the floor now like a cute little guy. So, anyway, I was like, wait a minute. I just downloaded that one game on my phone. Why don't I just play that? And mind you, I have like 6 other games on my phone that I have just not played yet. Like, I just do not have the time. I have so many games on my phone. It's actually silly. And most of them are otome games. I will not kid you. I do have a little kitty cat game on there. It's a little, like, cat manager game. I think I had a claw machine game on there, and now that's just LoveandDeepspace. A lot of language learning apps. Oh, Ikemen Villains. I know I would love to try that one out sometime. Do love a good Ikemen series, like Ikemen Sengoku. That's my jam. But anyway, oh, Tokyo Debunkers. I have that one as well. But yeah, I have a ton of games that I could have played instead. But no. I was like, wait a minute. What's that one game with the bunny boy? I think I might play that one. So I pop into the game. And I was like, you know what? Now's as good a time as any. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to play it. And wow, was I not prepared for how much this game was going to change my freaking life. My priorities shifted that day. Let me tell you. Oh, he's staring at me now. Come on. Well, come up here. This might just be a regular thing in this little podcast series where we have Lucifer. Come and join us. Yes, come on. Come on the chair. But, yeah, he might be a regular during streams as well. Can you come up on the chair, please? That's what I would like. No, you just want to stare at me. Anyway, I'm going to continue on. Because you're being mean right now. I pet him and he's like, get away. Anyway, so, yeah, I was like, now is as good a time as any. And if I don't do it now, I'm never going to play this game. I was not prepared. So, I boot up this game, and let me tell you, it was like 15 minutes to download everything. Oh my goodness. I was so surprised. So, I'm just laying in bed. I'm like, damn, when am I ever going to get to play this freaking game? Like, I just thought that I would just have to install it, and maybe it might take like another like 2 minutes or so for the game to actually, like, me to be able to actually play this game. Haha, no. It was 15 minutes of me listening to the intro song. Granted, that song is incredible. I love that song. I think in terms of like the vocal LoveandDeepspace songs, I think it's still my favorite. I don't know, but I do really love that song. And it was funny because, like, as I'm laying there in bed and I'm like, man, I really want to play this game. When can I play this game? I'm listening to the song and I'm like, damn, this song is really good. I was like, what is the production value? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, they spent like so much time, so much energy. Like, they really went to someone who sings incredibly well. And they were like, yes, we want you. And we're going to have this beautiful... That was him getting on the cat tree. Sorry about that. Hello, sir. Do you want to join me now? Come on. But, he's a monster for my desk, let me tell you. He doesn't like anyone else's desk, but he loves mine. But yeah, I was like, wow. Yes, come on. I was like, this is wild. Like, the music is so good. Like, the lyrics are really good. I really enjoy the lyrics. And of course, they have a lot to do with the game and everything like that. So I was like, you know, you can kind of tell a lot about the game through that song. So I was already hooked. I was intrigued. And then I finally get into the game. And it did not take long for me to message 2 of my friends and be like, you all need to download this game right now. I think it may have been in the first day. I'm trying to move stuff off my desk so that it's not like messing with the podcast, you little brat. Oh my god. But no, everything is under fire. God, it's just his tail. So anyway, this is how my streams go too. Just distraction mania and just being like, what is happening? What is going on? So I love that it gets to come into the podcast. Literally the first episode. I don't get a break. So, yeah, like the first day I played, I played this game on the first day, and mind you, I have COVID. I am sick. I should be resting. No. There is no rest when it comes to LoveandDeepspace, because I am playing this game for 6 hours straight. Oh my gosh. Because, in the very beginning of the game, you are racking up levels. Like, you are just bing, 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 bing. You're like level 1 to like 14 within like 2 hours. It's crazy. And I was enjoying the story. I come into the main story and I was like, oh, this is so interesting, right? And meeting Xavier, I was like, oh, okay, so this is the one that's been advertised to me. Oh, actually, I do have to mention this. Okay, so, they have that, like, background video that's playing when you're downloading the game. And it's that kind of, like, initial one. So right now, it has all 5 guys. So it has Caleb, then I think it goes to Xavier, Raphael, Zane, and then Silas. I think that's the order that it goes in right now. I don't know, because I have the Orin Pass, I have had it for a while, and I'm constantly rotating Raphael 5-star memories as my background. So, the song's playing, and it's playing. So at the time when I started playing, Silas and Caleb were not out. So Caleb was just a part of the main story. And then, spoiler alert, if you have not played chapter 4, I'm letting you plug your ears. He blows up. Okay, welcome back. So, yeah, so they did not have them as love interests. So they just had Raphael, Xavier, and Zane. So I see Xavier's portion of the video, and I was like, oh, that's the bunny guy that was advertised to me. The at one point shirtless, and at another point a bunny in a tuxedo, or a nice suit. That's the one that's been advertised to me, right? And then I see Zane, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's cute too. Okay, I see it. He's giving me, the cold, nerd kind of vibe that's, typical in anime. Whereas, I feel like Xavier's in terms of looks, the really, standard pretty boy in anime. And then I see Raphael. So, immediately, I was like, oh, he's the one. He's the one in terms of looks. That's my type, right? It's so hard to explain. It's the different colored hair, the fluffy hair, so the style of the hair. He gave this very kind of he's a painter. I want to be a writer. That's what I went to school for and stuff like that. And I love reading. I really enjoy writing. Love analyzing any form of art. So him being a painter, I was like, ooh, hello. And then he gives off the kind of playful, almost kind of cocky vibe, and very mischievous. That's the main thing. He gives off a very mischievous vibe, and that's candy to me. When it comes, for those who like K-pop who are listening, I very much like the kind of mischievous types, Jonghan, Joshua from 17, Lino from Stray Kids, Hongjoon, Jongho from ATEEZ. So it's I have a type, and Raphael fit that type. From first look, I was like, oh, okay. And he was never advertised to me. I did not know about Raphael or Zane, so I was totally clueless, right? Totally clueless. So, yeah, I initially was just ooh, I really want to know about that one, which was Raphael. And of course, it takes forever to get to him in the main story. And so I come into the game, and I start playing. I'm really enjoying the main story. At that point, I'm only meeting Zane and Xavier. They give them so much time in the main story. Like in the beginning main story, I feel like I'm only seeing Xavier and Zane. I was literally, and I love both of them. Like I really like both of them, and I was very intrigued. And like Zane initially was the one who I liked the most because I did not meet Raphael yet. Um which becomes a really funny story. Again, the meet cute. It's all there. So, I literally like had not met Raphael yet. And I think I had some of his memories at that point. But I didn't watch any yet. Like actually my first 5-star, it was Raphael's Blossoms, that cherry blossom one. That was my first 5-star because he was the one who I was interested in immediately. So when you get to kind of choose who you get for a 5-star, I chose Raphael. I think it starts you off with Xavier maybe. And then I switched it to Raphael because I was like, oh, he's the one who like I'm really curious on. So I was still kind of learning about like how the memories worked. Because I've played gacha games before. Like I've played Genshin. Ikemen Sengoku has a gacha element. A lot of otome games, honestly, that I played. A lot of them that I don't even remember the names of. And I played them like a decade ago. Like a decade and a half ago. They all had gachas, but they like Ikemen Sengoku specifically, because they do have like Ikemen villain and blah blah blah. So Ikemen Sengoku does have like mini stories which are kind of reminiscent of the memories, and for that one it's just like a like 2D, like you just have your character like on the background, so not even your character but like the guys, so like Masamune, Nobunaga, stuff like that, they'd be like, you know, drawn characters on the background, and you would have kind of like little like memories or like stories, and you could get them via particular events or like gacha, but they didn't really operate in the same way as memories in this game. And I am sorry if you can hear that dog barking. I swear that dog drives me bananas, but it's okay. It's a very cute dog, but now is not the time. So anyway, I'm telling you, my life is just chaotic. Nothing goes according to plan. It's fine. It's fine. We just carry on. So, yeah, like I didn't really know much about the memories at all. Like it took me, I think, a while to watch the 5-star like Blossoms memory. So, because I was pretty much just focusing on the main story, and then some of the extra like things to do, like the dates and whatnot. So like when I got to the point where I could do the photo studio, and I was mostly doing Zane in the photo studio because, like I kind of mentioned before, he was the one who I liked the most at the time, because I was really only getting time with Xavier and Zane. And Xavier was super mysterious, and I was a little suspicious of him at first. So I was like, I don't know if I like you. And then Zane was like very kudere, so like he's like cold on the outside but actually super sweet on the inside. He like, out of the two, I was like, okay, I think I like this one more, right? And then I was like, but where is Raphael? What the heck? God, I don't even know what chapter I don't remember what chapter he first makes an appearance in, but it feels like forever. And then Caleb wasn't a romance option at the time. And funny enough, when I first met him, I was like, he's too nice. Was I wrong? So at first in the main story, I was like, he's too nice for me. He's too much of a green flag. Which is really silly to say. We like to call it in my friend group a pink flag, where it's like, they're not toxic, it's not a red flag, but they're just a little stinker. Like, they're just a little mischievous. So I like a pink flag. So I'm laughing because the look that the cat is giving me, his ears are slightly like to the side, and he just looks so done with my shit. He's like, what is wrong with you? That's the look he's giving me. Yep. It's okay. I'm getting judged by a cat. It's not unusual, but I can't say I like it. Anyway. his loss. He doesn't get to play Love and Deep Space, you know? You don't know what you're missing out on, Lucifer. Anyway. So, yeah, like when I got to the point where I got into the photo booth and I'm mostly taking photos with Zane, I am sending these photos to my friends and I'm like, you need to play this game. It is so freaking cute. And I knew which guys they would like. I knew it. I just know them so well. But yeah, so one of my friends, main Zane, loves Zane. They're second to Silas. And then another one of my friends, mains Xavier, really loves Xavier, but doesn't like the MC for Xavier, like the way MC acts, which that'll be talked about in another episode, but I thought that's like really interesting to note. But love Xavier. And then funny enough, Silas is their second. So curious. Whereas like I have totally different types from them. It's really funny. Like any guy that they pick, I'm always on the opposite end of the spectrum. So even in K-pop, it's really funny. But anyway, so which that would be a fun podcast episode, talking about K-pop and Love and Deep Space. And we have, like, my friends and I have talked about what K-pop idols we think look like the like different like guys. It's really fun. Anyway, so yeah, so that was kind of like my first day, maybe like first 2 days was like me really diving into the main story, kind of getting accustomed to the UI, because listen, Love and Deep Space throws a lot at you at one time. Like they really do. They're not holding your hand, and like they give you information and then they move on to the next thing, and I'm like, I didn't even get enough time to process where the hell this other thing was. I don't know what I'm doing, help me. They just run you through it. Kind of, I'm glad that I already had experience with like gacha games beforehand, because I think I would have been totally lost if I didn't already play like particular games like Genshin Impact beforehand, where I already knew about the wish system. I already knew about pity. I already knew about these things. I already learned these things before. So now I could kind of just carry on that knowledge over to this game, right? So I'm happy about that, because like, for example, friend Emma, the one who likes Xavier a lot, they did not really consider themselves a gamer, and they did not have prior gacha knowledge, whereas like my other friend Lexi and I, we both did. And Lexi has played Genshin way more than I have, and probably knows way more about like gacha games than I do, maybe, honestly. But yeah, so it, like, you know, I literally like made tutorials for my friend so that I could be like, okay, this is how, what you do with protocores. This is how you like use the photo booth. Like, this is how you do this. This is where you go for that. Because they do throw a lot at you at one time. I mean, it probably took me at least a few days to the week before I could really comfortably navigate everything in the game, right? Like, if you were like, oh, go to this thing, then definitely by the end of the week, like, I had no problem, like, just kind of, like, getting to where I needed to go and kind of knowing what I needed to do in the game, right? But yeah, so it was just really funny, because literally every day, even though I had COVID, I was staying up. I was, like, indulging in this game. I was devouring this game. It was like, for some reason, just what I needed. And it was really the memories. So like, I came in very curious about this game. Came in because I was like, wow, these graphics are stunning. Came in with curiosity, and came in being like, okay, like, these particular guys, very interested, right? And then the main story definitely kept me in, very intrigued. A lot of the features, like the photo booth, and at the time it was only the, like, it's called like snapshot one. It's not pose. It's the, like, so it's not the full body one. It's only the bust. Like in your typical kind of like mall photo booth. So it was that. I really liked the claw machine dates and like kitty cards. I was like, oh my god, this is so adorable. I love it. So yeah, those kind of features definitely kept me interested. But I think what kind of like literally threw me in the cage, it's like the main story. So I would say that like I crept towards the cage. You know when they kind of like have the bait in the cage? You know it's a cage, but you want the bait so bad that you're just willing. So like it was kind of like that, I guess. But like yeah, I would say that like I crept towards the cage because of the graphics and I was curious. And then the date stuff, I was like, I'm opening up the door. And then I walk in because of the main story. And I'm like, ooh, I like that. And then I sit my ass down. I'm the one who put the padlock on and threw away the key once it came to the memories. Because the second, my first 4-star memory was Raphael's. Because at that point, I was like, all right, actually, it's a lot more of a story than that. But his, oh my gosh, I think it's called Fragrant Dream. I could look it up right now. But, because do I have a document of all of the memories that I have watched and I have notes on them? Yeah. That's why I'm telling you, this game has taken over my life. It's crazy. So, anyway. Moving on from my insanity. And obsession. Yeah. So, that kept me in. Absolutely. Because when it came to something like Genshin, I wasn't, and like, for those who love Genshin, love that for you. I just, for some reason, like, a game really has to get me for me, and like, I will become obsessed. Like, Final Fantasy 14, I was obsessed. I played that every day for like 2 years. Like, it was kind of bananas. It was like all I did. But with Genshin, I think it was just like I wasn't super intrigued in the main story. And then when you like draw in the gacha, you're drawing for characters, which was fine. But at the same time, I was like, it's okay. Especially because if you weren't in particular areas, so like I started playing Genshin when Yamiko came out because that's all it took. I love her so much. Oh my god. But, so I started playing when Yamiko came out. And the problem was that I wasn't in the area where I could get stuff to level her up. So at a particular level, I'm capped. I can't do anything. I can't level them up. And I was getting, like, Toma. I was getting Ayato. I was getting Yamiko. I was getting so many characters from Inazuma. And I had no way to level them up. Until I like heavily progressed throughout the game, and which was a little difficult because I still had to go through Leeway. So I was like, oy vey. But in this game, you're getting like memories, like you're getting like dates, you're getting stories, and I'm like, ooh, as a writer, this is fantastic. You know what I mean? So it just spoke to me like in a new way, and like it all just kind of came together. And with this game, there's a lot of influence from games like Final Fantasy. Like it's even referenced in Xavier's one of his like ASMR memories. I would have to look up the name of that specific memory, which I could because I have notes on it. So I would have to look up specifically what that one is called, but it's basically when you and him are trying to decide like what movie to watch, and he mentions Warrior of Light, and I'm like, oh, okay, that is literally only a phrase in Final Fantasy, so that's very interesting that you would say that, sir. And then his Shooting Stars myth is very like Final Fantasy 7 and Kingdom Hearts. So, you know, it was just the perfect storm for me, because I was perfectly primed for this game. And I knew that. Like, as I was playing it, I was like, wow, like, I am their target. Like, I am probably the perfect person for this game. Which is so funny. Just in terms of, like, my history of life, it just led me to this point. Because it's like, I as a kid was a very avid anime watcher, and because my older sister, and so there was that. Then in terms of, I guess, kind of like their like anime-ish look for them, so I was primed for that. I was primed with the video gaming in terms of Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts, and very story-based games. And then I was primed with, it's like the game is giving like a K-pop aura, especially like some of the stuff that they have for the photo booth, like you just see at fan signs. So like there's that. Like it was just everything. Oh, and especially otomegames. Like I have been playing otomegames for like so long at that point. Like I have been playing mostly like, it would be like a few couple specific otomegames that I would really stick with. But then I was playing a lot of other ones, and unfortunately some of them it was like very pay to play. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Like I think it was called like Destiny Ninja. That one. Oh my god. I got my sister into that one, and I slightly regret it because I ended up dropping it because for the events you had to pay real money to play the event. It was crazy. Oh my god. I'm going to make that like a topic for another episode because I would love to talk about Love and Deepspace compared to other Ultimate games and just what my experience has been with other Ultimate games. Oh my god. But anyway, so I was super primed for this game. I was like, whoa, holy cannoli. So yeah, it was wild, but I stuck around for the memories, and I have the name of the memory. It was Fragrant Dream. I had a feeling that was the name, but I just wanted to double check so I'm not giving you like a totally out of left field name, and then no one will believe me anymore because I totally discredited myself, and then my life is over in episode 1. So anyway, drama aside. Oh yeah, so that was so wild, so wild. So then, moving on, I finally get to meet Raphael in the main story. I was so happy. I was so excited. And so this, again, I should really, like, in the description mark that there's going to be spoilers for this, but I'm talking about the game. So, like, maybe in the description I'll be like, make sure you did the main story. So, anyway, I finally get to meet Raphael. And it's the part where it's like, you know, you first see him, he's chatting with you, and, like, the whole, like, trying to catch Reddy thing, the little fish, so cute. And here is the thing. Oh my gosh. Do you all remember? You are in the middle of talking. I am in the middle of talking to this man. And he just walks away. You look over, and his back is to you, and he's just walking away. And I was like, flabbergasted. Like, my jaw was open. I was like, excuse me? And literally, my first reaction was like, oh no, I don't know if I like him. Can you believe that? With how obsessed I am with Raphael, like, y'all need to have an idea. Like, this man lives, like, has taken over my brain. Oh my god. Like, my Discord is Raphael themed completely. My profile picture is it's me and Raphael. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have, like, screen recorded, like, videos of the memories with the little hair bug so that I can look like me in the memory, and I make that my, like, wallpaper and lock screens on my phone. Like, it's bananas. I ordered a little notepad that's Raphael themed from Germany. It's just, it's fine. It's whatever. So, oh my god. And I ordered his little happy birthday, like, light up frame from China. It's okay. It's fine. So, anyway, I can't believe it. It's just so funny. Again, it's such a meet cute. Here I am with COVID playing this game. I first meet Raphael, the one who I'm, like, super interested in and everything. And then all of a sudden, like, because here's the thing. I don't like being ignored. That's just a little fun fact about me. I don't like being ignored, and I don't like being interrupted a lot. I don't really care if it's like a quick aside thing, like if it's on topic or even if it's off topic, but it's just a quick little thing, then we get back into the conversation. I don't mind stuff like that. I'm totally fine with that. I get it. ADD is a bitch. But, like, I don't like just being ignored. I hate that. So then when he did that, I was like, I don't know. And it was bothering me. Like, when I got, look, so after I came out of the main story with, like, kind of, like, meeting him like that, I was like, I don't know. I don't want to accept this. I don't want this to be the end of my story with Raphael. So that's when I got into the memories. And I was like, I was like, they did mention this whole memory thing. Maybe I should try one out. And, like, I should try one of his out and, like, see what happens. And it was so funny because when I came in, the event that I was doing, so it was right before Raphael's birthday event. So it was people call it Oracle Scam, which, mood. But it's technically called Oracle Stars, and you spend your red gems to make rolls to try to get these memories, but it's a really, really low chance to get these memories. So basically you're actually just rolling to get the currency to then buy the memory. Ugh, I hated that. So I didn't come in for, it's called not Oceanside Exchange, Oceanic Nightfall. So that was like Raphael's memory for the first Oracle of Stars. Then they brought Oracle of Stars back, and it was, sorry, I'm looking at my list of 4-star memories for him because I know exactly which one it is. Scorching Rain. So it was Scorching Rain that particular Oracle of Stars event was for. And I ended up rolling Zane's, I believe, which was really funny because I was like, yay, yippee. But I was like, but I want Raphael's. And mind you, I had not met him in the main story yet. I was just really curious about him. So I was just obsessed immediately. Love at first sight. So, but then love at first meet, I was like, This is so silly. So, I literally, like, go into his 4 stars and I'm like, I am not going to accept that I do not like him because there has to be more. Like, there is something going on here. And I watched Fragrant Dream and immediately I was like, oh my God, this memory is beautiful. Like, I loved the writing. I loved the whole, spoilers for the memory. I loved the whole, like, kind of like mermaid theme, which is really funny because I'm way more foresty. I'm a little forest fairy, like, rain obsessed person. Like, I'm usually not particularly interested in the beach or the ocean. Why? Because I'm terrified of deep water. I'm terrified of drowning, and I'm terrified of sharks. Love sharks. I love sharks so much, but I am horrifically afraid of them. So, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's just, I'm just scared. That's all. That's it. So I literally told my friends, I was like, what are the fucking odds I would choose the fucking ocean boy? Ah! And, like, my family and my parents are, like, obsessed with the beach, and it just never really clicked with me. Like, I liked going to, like, we would go to, like, Myrtle Beach and Nag's Head, so in the Carolinas, and I really loved those places, but I like the beach at night because I also get fatigued really easily in, like, super bright sun and the heat. And now I have light sensitivity, like, with my eyes, so, like, that makes it rough. But, yeah, I would love, like, the beach in, like, fall, winter, spring, summer. It's just too hot. So anyway, I was like, what are the goddamn odds? Ah! So, but anyway, but I loved the memory. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so much more curious about this guy. I need to watch all of these. I need to know everything. And yeah, that was the beginning of the end for me. Yes, it was. And now I am obsessed. Now I'm at the point, at least with, like, Raphael, where I have every single one of his memories except Fireworks Vow and Drunken Intimacy. Or is it Drunken Invitation? I think is what it's called. Let me check. But Tipsy Invitation. Gosh, so close. So because those were ones that were released before I started playing, so obviously I'm not going to be able to get those. And when it came to Oceanic Nightfall, I do have that only because they did a rerun for that event. And I think I did end up getting Xavier's. Xavier's is really good for that one too. And I watched Zane's, but it was like forever ago. So I need to rewatch that one. I'm on a mission to watch every single memory and take notes on all of them. Yeah, I'll talk about that more at a later date, because this episode is already 50 minutes long. I was initially worried that I wouldn't be able to yap for this long, but look at me now. That's wild. But yeah, so that is pretty much how I fell into Love and Deepspace. It was a mixture of just being primed for my entire life, and then Instagram knowing exactly who to advertise to, and that was dangerous. And then COVID, because to be honest, it's like for as much advertising that like Instagram did, it's like, okay, but if I didn't have the time to play, like the free time to play, it would have never happened. And now I make time to play. Like there's only been one day, and it was very recently, where I missed my dailies. I was not happy about that. It ruined my whole day. Because when I realized it, I was like, you are kidding me. No. But yeah, so that's just like how serious I am about the game now. So it's really funny to kind of think about like where I started, like how I began playing the game, and like where I am now with the game, and just kind of like how much a part of my life this game is. It's so wild. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoy the story. If you ever come into my streams, please tell me how you got into the game. I love to hear like whose people mains are, like why they like that character, and like how they got into the game. Because like I was saying before, like, you know, for some people it's like their friend got them into it. Like for me, it's like I told my friends about the game, and it was so funny because one of them was like, drop the name of the game right now, when they saw like all the pictures I was taking. And yeah, so like for some people it's like it's their friends who get them into it, and then for other people it's like watching TikTok like edits, or like they see that one character. Like a lot of people came in with Silas because they saw Silas and they were like, ooh, I like that one, right? And then they come in. And then same with Caleb, honestly. So I'm really curious how it's going to go down with the 6th love interest. We'll have to wait and see. I'm really hoping for him soon, but I'm also just like, wait, please, there's already so many guys. But I know that they're gonna have a 6th one, like we just know that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the story. I had a lot of fun telling it. It's really fun to kind of like reflect on the game, because I've been playing for about 1.5 years now, because I didn't start day one. I started like almost like 2 months after its release, which I'm so sad. Sometimes I'm like, dang, it would have been so cool to be there in the very beginning. But I'm kind of happy like where I started off with, because I had a lot of main story. Because if you played in the very beginning, you only had chapters 1 through 4 for like a while, and then they came out with 5 to 8, and then they also came out with the mage staff, which is one of my favorite weapons. So I think that's like my favorite weapon, and then it would be guns, and then probably sword and claymore. But yeah, so anyway, it's just kind of fun to like reminisce about it and everything. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next episode. So happy hunting and happy romancing these men.